what would you recommend to parents who say, I know I need to draw some lines, or I need to even maybe move back before that, and I need to figure out what my truths are. Do you have any advice for them?
Well, I have had a variety of coaches and others that I really try and invest in myself and do mentorships and masterminds and coaches. And the first time I had a coach, in the first meeting, I sat down with him and he said, "What do you want?" And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "Well, what do you want? What are you seeking? What are your goals? What are you really striving for?" I was like, I haven't really written that down. And I'd always tried the New Year's goals in the past, and January 10th comes along and I've already forgotten them. And so I've really, through this whole process, become a believer that intentionality is key. If we sit down as parents and we say, what do we want from for our kids? I want my kids to be entrepreneurial. I want my kids to think critically. I want my kids to be service minded. Like talk, with your spouse about that, and evaluate, let's say, the top 5 things that you want for your child. Well, what I often will say to that is most of those values are not being encouraged by the government school system, which is why homeschooling is so great. And so it's like if you're enrolling your kids in an institution that not only is not supporting you in those goals, but is often working counter to them, maybe you should reconsider. But this is a homeschooling podcast, so we don't need to.
We have a lot of people that aren't homeschoolers listening in. So.
All right. Okay. So you come up with your 5 values, right? And more or less whatever, but you pick 5 and you say, this is what I'm after with my kids. Then you need to say, all right, now that I know what type of children I want to raise, am I homeschooling them, or are they in the right, educational environment to cultivate that? Are we as a family, are we as parents supporting them in that? If I want my kids to think critically, for example, do we discuss the current events in the news around the dinner table? Do I have them enrolled in a debate league? Do I have them reading, the Tuttle Twins and the Guide to Logical Fallacies to,
yes. Love that book.
So are we doing the things that are leading us towards our goals? Are we being intentional enough that we've taken the time to clarify what we want?
Yeah.
Like my coach asked me, and then analyzing ourselves and our family situation to say, are we structured the right way? Are we focused on the right things? Only by orienting ourselves in a direction, say, I know where north is, and I'm gonna my path there is gonna be a lot of this, pivoting back and forth to get there. But I have the direction fixed and a compass to guide me. I don't know that a lot of us as parents do that. We tend to be far more reactive than proactive. Yes.